me another one there too. So heck, put my old grinder on something. Well, along with a helping hand from my Liftmaster 2000, I finished both of the projects. This is the buffer pedestal I made. Down there's a used heavy-duty truck front rotor. Got that from Clark. And he handed me another one there too. So heck, put my old grinder on something that I haven't had. It's always been bench mounted, so now it's on its own pedestal. They look pretty good, don't they? Well, today's project is putting this thing together. This is made from some scraps that Clark gave me and some things around the shop. I decided to make it out of that 3-inch pipe instead of the 4-inch because I had enough to do one long post out of it without messing with anything else, having to weld together. There's the old Liftmaster 2000. It's my home-built rotor table for welding on. Here's the other part. This is the top that will hold the belt sander in place. And this is the base. This is a truck disc rotor that was used. And Clark gave me a couple of them when I was over at Windy Hill this time. And then I had a piece of old scrap plate. I welded that on so I could hold it in the vise on the lathe. And now it's going to be left inside the pipe because, well, frankly, I didn't want to cut it all off, so I made it strong and just going to stay that way. Oh, I found some bolts in the old tool room I got, and basically that's what we're doing. I want to go over here and plug in the rotor table. Come over here on this side. Can y'all see? Things get kind of discombobulated around here. I think I'm the main one that's making them discombobulated. Oh, gonna stick this up here. Well, actually, need to do a little bit of trimming around this thing so I can weld better. Don't have to do a lot. I need to do some. All right. There it is. You guys put on your hearing protection. Ought to be good. This here is a plate off of something, I don't remember what it was, but it had 5 holes punched here, and I welded up those holes, and so these holes that I made for the grinder to bolt on with would be in the middle of one of some of these. You won't see any of this, it's all upside down. But you want things to kind of look nice, don't you? Went and got my Pranamex CLT hammer. So far I like it. Okay. You know, I think I'm going to move it over there to the rotator and weld this piece up. I was going to put it all together, but it's pretty heavy. And the grounding clamp is way down here. And that wire goes all the way up to the top of that. I'm going to have to do this with two hands, folks. That's where it goes. Now I've got it going all the way up to this side of the bearings so it doesn't ever mess with the bearings. This is one of my coated welding blankets. You might notice that I've got my safety bedroom slippers on, and I can't tolerate very much stuff on my legs still, so I'm welding it in the semi al fresco movie. Okay. I'll get this over here. Put my welding shield on me. Put my welding shield around my legs. Button up my coat a little bit. Now this is all ready to go. You got to just reach around here and turn it on. I like for it to go that way. This is a old Liftmaster SL, I can't remember, SL, no, it's slide, that's SL, SW something that I took off of a gate a couple years ago, and I ripped all the stuff out of the inside and put in a 24 volt power supply and made this thing. And so far I like it. Now, I'll put a link to the video of making this somewhere. I find that it's going too fast. Or excuse me, I'm welding too fast. I could either wait, but this has got a reverse on it. Ha ha. Here we go. Right there's where it was. You had to speed it up. My welding, then I needed to slow it down. Right now, the speed is a little bit too much, so I'll reach down here. I like it. I can leave it at that speed setting and just turn the on and off reverse switch, and it'll stay there for a while. So I need to take a little bit of this mill scale off. I'm going to turn this so I don't get it all over you guys. Enough. All right. Let's put this pipe up there without getting ourselves burned. That seemed to work. Okay, I like that. Can't wear glasses with my cheaters in them. Good thing old razor blades are good for shimming. Well, this is heavy. I'm going to put 4 in it. Now, I've learned how to do a lot of different things since I've been sick. Most of them look funny. But what I'm going to do here, I'm not going to put on the camera. When I faced off this old weight, I left a line going around it so I could use that to kind of line up what I'm doing sometimes. See, like there's that line. Helps a lot. Okay. Got to take you and put you back on. Oh, 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 oh. Got to get the hood ready. Gotta get the gun ready. And I gotta get myself covered up. Now this is one of them fiberglass welding blankets that's been coated with a rubberized such. It's the thinnest fiberglass welding blanket I've ever had. Just have to see how they hold up. Okay, let me turn you on. There we go. I think that's a little bit too slow. Let's see if I can make it. I think that'll work. All right. A little bit more. Could be a little faster. Try that. Well, I used to could do a lot better than that all the time, maybe with a lot more practice again. And I was having trouble with the right speed. I'd get kind of bunched up and have to go forward and wait and dragging it. Maybe the other side looks better. Not much, huh? Well, I don't think that one's going anywhere. Well, along with a helping hand from my Spinmaster 2000, I finished both of the projects. This is the buffer pedestal I made. Down there's a used heavy-duty truck front rotor. Got that from Clark, and he handed me another one there too. So heck, put my old grinder on something that I haven't had. It's always been bench mounted, so now it's on its own pedestal. They look pretty good, don't they?